Josh Bramer here with our second edition of Regal's Rundown. We're over here by the dorm Evergreen Hall. We have a pretty exciting show today. We have two special guests. Our first guest is the University of Minnesota Crookston head football coach, Mike Fritze. Coach, thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks, Josh.
How are you doing today?
Good, thanks.
So a couple questions. So you took over in interim of the year because we had our head coach kind of had some medical problems. How has it gone so far for you since you took over head coach?
I think it's gone pretty much as expected. There have been a few things on a kind of a daily basis that we have to deal with, but we have a staff that's a pretty experienced staff, although we haven't been together all that long. When you have a group of guys like that to work with, it just makes things a lot easier. So it's gone pretty well.
So what have you enjoyed so much? What's the most enjoyable thing so far about being head coach?
Really getting to know the kids on a much more personal basis, I think. That's always been a key for me in coaching, is really getting to know them as well as I can. And then also our staff, again, we have 4 new coaches with us, plus 4 student coaches who didn't coach last year with us. So that's 8 new guys that we have to kind of blend together. And that's probably been the most enjoyable and rewarding thing so far, is having our staff work as well together, I think, is a good.
That's good. That's good. So you, over your years, you coached for 40 years, 18 years at Apple Valley High School. How is coaching from, and then coaching here, coaching high school, and then coming to coach at college level, how is that different?
There are some things that are different. Most of them do not deal with the athletes. When I was at Apple Valley, I coached some players who played in the NFL and players who, quite a few Division I athletes. And so the kids are pretty much the same, just a little bit older. Probably the biggest difference, again, would be the commitment with the coaching staff of working. We work basically 16-hour days, almost 7 days a week, and putting that much time into something. Whereas being a coach and a teacher before, it was more of a part-time thing. So being a full-time coach, and that's probably one of the main differences so far in the time involved.
That's good. So you guys just finished up fall camp this past week, that's correct? How did it go, and were there any really good standouts from players or performances or practices that you really saw?
Yeah, I think generally speaking, we had a great camp. It went very fast. I can't believe it's over already, and then we're getting ready for Upper Iowa. I think that there's a number of players who really stood out, had a great camp. One was Greg Lofquist, who's a returner, not necessarily a starter. He played some defensive line last year, but he's playing defensive end now and also playing fullback. He's our only two-way type of player, and he's had a great camp. I'd say on the offensive side of the ball, Sam Smith, our center, has had a great camp, and really is a leader in the offensive line, which for me is probably the most important group of players on our football team, is our offensive line. So he's done a great group leading those guys.
So we'll make sure to look for them on the field. One more quick question. So you guys start this Friday against Upper Iowa. How are you guys looking to take that into the way, just get the season started, kick it off with a bang?
Well, we think this right now obviously is the most important game of the year for us this season, and being that I'm trying to come off of the win against Mary at the end of the season last year and trying to build on that. They're coming up. Upper Iowa has to travel a pretty great distance and that type of thing, and we're two very similar programs, record speaking wise, over the last 3 or 4 years. So we know that this is basically a must-win for us, for our program, and we've put a lot into our camp, into this particular game, and just to get us off to a rolling start. And we just want to enter the game and not make mistakes. But if we do make mistakes, being able to react, in a positive way to some adversity, and that's kind of the key for us all season long, is dealing with things on the field and then moving on to the next play and that type of thing. So we really are looking forward to playing a different team, or hitting bodies other than our own, that type of thing. But we've really put a lot into this first game, and we're looking forward to performing well.
Good. Well, I wish you the best of luck this Friday, Coach.
Thanks, Josh.
Good luck.
Okay.
That was Coach Mike Fritze. Our next special guest is an outside hitter on the UMC volleyball team, Alexandra Skeeter. Alex,
Hey.
Thanks for being on the show
Thank you
today.
for having me,
How are you
Josh.
doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank
Good.
you. So UMC volleyball team opens this weekend actually down in Texas.
Yep.
How excited are you guys to start your opening weekend down in Texas?
Yeah. I think as a team, like we're all very excited to actually play some other people and have some competition. And I think we all love each other, but I think we've played each other enough, and so we're ready for some different opponents.
And how you personally are you excited to take a trip? It's your
Yeah.
senior year.
Senior
Like you're
year.
gonna take it
I'm
down to
excited.
Texas.
Yep. I have some family down there, so they'll be able to come and see. And I think everyone's excited just for all of their family to come and watch. To even just have some fans, and I think that's one of our goals this year is to get more people involved in our games, and so.
That's good. So you're part of a six-woman senior class.
Yep.
How is it? And you played with most of them for the past 3 years. How is it coming together as your senior year? Since you guys been playing for 3 years.
It's been a really sweet experience just to have a solid group of girls moving up together. It's been cool to see our friendships grow, and then seeing the new freshmen come in, the 7 of them, make all of our rookie mistakes and just mistakes that everyone makes. It's just funny to look back and
kind of laugh about what you guys did back then.
We were there.
What a great memory between the past 3 years with you and your senior girls. What has been a great memory?
I just think most recently just hanging out and watching the freshmen, just because we were there, and so to me I think that's one of the best moments.
Yeah, that's good. So you mentioned that you have 7 new freshmen.
Yep.
What do you think they will add to the table for your UMC volleyball team?
Just what so far, just depth to each position. There are at least 2 added to each spot, so it's just a competition between ourselves and just knowing that someone's there ready to take your spot.
Pushing you?
Yeah, pushing us
To get better.
and just be better every day in the gym.
Good. One more quick question, or actually a couple more.
Yep.
What is your major, and what are you planning on doing with it after you graduate and leave UMC?
Technically, I'm a double major in biology and health science.
Wow.
Minoring in chemistry.
Hey.
But after graduation, I don't know. It's up in the air. I thought about grad school. That's an option. Taking a year off is an option.
Yeah.
I love traveling, so I would love to travel.
There you go. Go to Europe.
You
That's
know.
what I want to do.
Yep.
So.
So,
Well, thank you for being
Thank
on
you
the
very
second
much.
edition of Regal's Rundown.
thanks, Josh.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
I'm Josh Bramer. That is the second edition of Regal's Rundown. Check out us next Wednesday for the next episode.